21 Last Seed, Day 6. I heard that two Dunmer named Drolls Rindo and Nilis Duro are fighting over the lucky lockup on who gets to drink there. Ajira asked me to bring her samples of 4 types of mushrooms: Luminous Rasula, Violet Caprinus, Bungler's Bane, and Hypha fascia. They may be found in the swamps of the Bitter Coast. I can get there by following the River Ode south of Balmora until I see a wooden bridge. After I pass the bridge I should look for a way over the hills to the west. I hear that the Balmora magistrate, Nolus Atrius, is on the take. But he has important friends who can protect him. The Legion champion, Larius Vero, over at Fort Moonmoth, has sworn an oath to stop corruption. But it's not clear how he can deal with the situation.
And so we are back to Balmora, just to be out of the prison where Shiario is gone for a reason which I didn't really understand, but we just spent the night here and should be ready to go.
Speak, traveler.
Well, we must find something to cover. Hey! Oh, this time I promised no more construction set. This will just playing. And well, we must find something to cover poor Shiayu, because
quickly, Outlander. I have
they stripped her also of her stolen clothes. So
go ahead.
We go out from this new cell, which is here in the Western Guard Tower south in Balmora, added from the Go to Jail mod by Archimaestro Antares.
I could kill that guar. Those boots are ruined.
So let's
quickly, Outlander. I haven't
another
much time.
guard. They are looking at her.
Quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time.
With strange expression. Don't know why. But what I'm looking for essentially,
quickly, Outlander. I haven't much time,
is some shirt. And another guard with red eyes. Oh, we have a nice sword here. And Shiayu is probably thinking about some sort of revenge with these people, putting her in prison for appearing no reason. So I think she will just try and steal something more. Let me check here. Some books. But that sword is really interesting. Oh, finally! A fine shirt. She really needed. And this one is Ashlander style. Let's see what's better. Not bad, but I think she prefers this one. Oh well, we'll keep them both. And then we can steal this one. A silver claymore sword. That's really nice. Because we have a lot of things removed from our inventory when we were arrested. And so we have, ooh, that's a good thing about this being arrested. Yeah, and that we can take a look at this Balmora version, full of trees from the Velity mod. And also we can see the nice window in the Mages Guild over there. But time to go on with our quest. We have a nice sword now. And here we are in the Balmora marketplace with this nice fountain added by the necessities of Morrowind mod. And there are things happening. I think we can try and enter the Lalu Council Manor and talk with
Speak, traveler.
Nylino Dorvain. Look how nice is this.
I could kill that ghoul.
This face
Those
by
boots are
Wesley.
sufficient.
Look at the
Then
detail
conjuration. This is
of the
unsettling.
texture. It's even too much detail, because you see really the difference with the rest of the textures. But really I just love this texture work. Business. Let's talk about business with the Lalu. So we could join. We have all the required skills, it seems. Yes. Okay, let's talk about advancement. Right, we must do something for them. Just a minute, Shiaryu-san. Say that again. How fortunate. Your voice sounds almost like the red one. Real Miria, I don't know how to say it, Saram, who died just recently. Would you be willing to disguise yourself as Real Miria Saram and get orders from House Redron, then deliver the orders to me? Well, we have to say yes, we are just arrived in Balmora, and these are the local powerful great house, so I think Shiaryu is willing to do some work for them. And the really
Nylno Dorvain asked me to disguise myself as the deceased Redarin Rolmiria Saram. While disguised, I should get a package from Nemanda in Al Dirun by using the code phrase Orphan of Arnesia.
I think Shiaryu just don't know how the great houses are different, how they have honor or not, how they look for money over honor and so on. So she's not really able to decide if she likes Radoran or she likes Lalu or she likes Talvani. She is just taking opportunities, and this is thanks to the mod, the Join All Houses mod. A little tweaked to be compatible also with other mods, but I think this is a different way to play. Maybe not apparently coherent, because you have no real enemies. You try to play for your essential purpose, not for the great houses, but for a superior purpose, the purpose of the entire land of Morrowind. not for a particular great house. That's the meaning of this, and also curiosity, because she is curious and I am very curious to try all these modes and how they work together. So that will be probably the way to play. Try to join all the houses, all the guilds, and do the most quests as possible, and see if this is something that can work. But anyway, we just said yes to do this quest, so to disguise as another Redron and go to Aldrum. I will try this just to hear what she's telling me, and we can go there with this helmet on and talk about this Redron documents with a password, and we should get this document and take them to the Lalu instead. And so we will see how it goes. So this is interesting. It seems this warrior we are going to substitute was allowed to wear always this helmet because she had been disfigured in battle. So there's also a backstory here. So we have our first quest as members of the Great House Lalu. And they are the Balmora Great House. We can talk about House Lalu with this. Probably she's from the MCA mod. But it's good to have some NPC just to take about latest rumors and things like this. And also they are always cynic. They feel the world, which is a little bare sometimes in the vanilla Morrowind. Now we can keep exploring this Lalu house.
Now, where did I put that?
I think I've seen this lady in some tavern before. That should be thanks to the scheduling mode. Oh, I changed one thing in the scheduling mode. I think the original scheduling mode was closing by default all civilian doors in the evening. Oh, and we have a handbill by the armorer Maldor. This is the Cliffworms mod adding notes everywhere. It's really scenic. I don't think I can open this. Oh, we just read books.
You've got my ear. Let's hear it.
Oh.
Do you need something?
And this nice lady seems to be a Breton girl. So maybe she's going to tell us something useful. Not much. But she's in a strange place, this small room with sort of single chair. Like she's hidden here, I don't know. It's a strange NPC. Maybe she's the secret boss of House Lalu. But we have this first mission. And we will go to Aldrun. And here, Norano Manor. Sounds like another Lalu manor. And we are the usual outlanders in town. Born and raised outside of Morrowind. And every time I see this world, I remember the mod that we did to... I think I had Mikey and Dark do a mod called Anwa or something like this, where each and every not Dunmer is renamed Anwa. So everybody is calling you Anwa. I think it works like this, or maybe only the player is named Anwa, but I think everybody is calling you Anwa. Don't remember what we did, or maybe with the passphrase command or some scripts, I don't remember. But it was a funny mod. So let's talk about the fighter guilds, a little secret. Oh, Narano Manor. But not much information. But we can still... Oh, can I drink this? I'm looking for books mostly. Oh, another note. Kwama egg quick. I am curious if this is a typo or something. I did on purpose, because I was thinking about some recipe written by some orc with some spelling errors, but probably it is just check the quickie. What's the quickie? Which maybe it's a word I don't know, a real correct word. I never heard. Oh yes, probably Pama egg, Quishi. It will be something real, some name for some recipe. Okay, maybe some Breton word. The Cantatas of Vivek. I think I've already read all these books. Ooh. Chest. Closed chest. Can we open it? A couple ingredients. I think footsteps are not really the standard footsteps. You can set here. Probably they are. Yes, they are some effect. Some other effects from the Morrowind acoustic of our house. So the volume is not something you can set from the standard panel. Oh, this is closed. And we have a clothier. This nice Breton
What
lady.
was that about?
Millie Heston. And she's selling mostly new boots, but not something she is particularly interested on. But this ring could be nice. Also selling something, maybe. Oh. Have you heard of an O'Day Plateau accident? No.
I've heard there's been some strange accident near the O'Day Plateau.
Oh.
Maybe it's worth investigating.
And what happened? Some big thing has fallen from the sky into the swamp near the O'Day Plateau. Yeah, let me mark it on your map. And this is one small...
It seems some big thing has fallen from the sky into the swamp near the O'Day Plateau. I should take a look when I pass nearby.
This is one small introduction, a small addition I did to the zone mode, which I have a little moved, a little tweaked, but mostly I just added this introduction to the quest to find this thing that has fallen near the O'Day River, and that is the introduction to the mod, which is a fantastic mesh work, especially by a real artist, I think, which did this sort of alien city similar to the Myst game. It's not really a quest where you have to combat, but it's more like a puzzle quest. But the meshes done for this mod are fantastic. They are really something you must see, because I don't know, probably there are videos by Dark Elf Guy about this mod, but really it's a great mod. So I think we will take a look at it sooner or later, when Sherry will be just not so low level. And we have the alchemist shop with a guard, making stealing things a little more difficult. Also we have an NPC from MCA, I think, but they are both placed in a way that make more difficult to steal things. Stealing things in vanilla game here was not so difficult, because I think there was the guard but not this NPC, so you could just hide here and be able to steal things. But now it's much more difficult.
The finest potions and elixirs in town are right here.
With this elven lady. Oh, and another thing added by the purchasable alchemy lab by Cyrano, I think. That is the one mod in my experience that is adding some kind of automatic filter for all ingredients in the standard game, at least similar to what is doing the recent mod by Greatness 7. Difference is this is a complete alchemy tool, which also some containers and scaffolds, and it's also very scenic, but what it lacks compared to the mod by Greatness 7 is that it cannot recognize ingredients added by new mods, because it is not using the scripting extender, so it is standard scripting, and so it recognizes only standard ingredients in the free Bethesda Masters, while the other one is able to understand, to learn how to use every ingredient you can have in your also in your other mods. So they are different, and you can try to use them both. I'm trying to using them both and see if they can work together well. I hope so, because I like them, both of them, so I don't want to remove one. And you can buy this alchemy laboratory here from Lycaria. It's not cheap if you want the good quality, but I think it's worth to wait and have the money for the top quality one. Well, not something that I can buy now. But good to know when you have gold enough. I think that's 10,000 or 12,000 gold pieces for the top quality one. But really worth if you are a good alchemist. And so for now we will wait, but we will be back and buy this very interesting alchemy laboratory. For now, let's see what she is selling. A lot of ingredients. And she has a lot of money, so you can also sell her a lot of potions or ingredients. But for now, we have better things to do. I could try and steal these things, but there is no easy spot where you can hide, so it's really difficult. And this is Neo the Rod Maker, NPC by the Rod and Races mod. I called it Rod and Races plus because it's a merge with other things, I think, or I have merged some extra plugins, I don't remember, but essentially the mod is adding a lot of quests and also interesting people and things, bandits and ruins around Vanderfell, and you have a lot of quests you can do for this rod maker sort of guild used to go adventuring. And if you do some quest for this road guild, let's call this way, you can win not only some money or things like this, but you can win some gear from this Neo, and there is actually a way to sort of cheat and get this prize immediately, because it's a matter of giving the right answer here. If you give him the right answer at the first try, he will give you this prize immediately. So I think it's not really bad, but it is one of those things that you do once, and then if you play the mode again, then you consider it some sort of cheating. So I will not show you what is the right one, and I will choose this. It's already helping. Sure, yeah, that doesn't mean I would just give really expensive
Neo the Road
stuff.
Maker asked me why he should lend me his belt. I replied as best as I could.
And so, no traveling gear for free. And we must do some quest to get this reward. Oh, you want to go adventuring yourself on my behalf? Well, the road service could always hire an independent contractor to help keeping the roads safe. And this is the topic which you can use directly to get these quests. So we can try and make the roads inland from Jewel, the Redron fishing village in the far north of Wonderfell, safer, or the route from Suran to Malagmar, or the road east from Nizis, so we can just ask for detail and get the quest. We can take them all. And we have
to help keeping the roads safe, Neo of the Imperial Roads Service in Balmora would like me to make the pilgrim's route from Saran to Malagmar safer by clearing out the bandits reportedly hiding within the Minabe cave. The cave is to be found southwest of Tila Siro's stronghold, in a hillside close to the southernmost point of Vardenfell's mainland along the route to Malagmarch. I have also been told to be on the lookout for prowling undead along the way.
So basically these are quests that you can get from these Neo or other scouts around, people around Vardenfell belonging to these road makers.
To help keeping the roads safe, Neo of the Imperial Roads Service in Balmora would like me to investigate the Cave of Mat, just north of Nissus. I'm to follow the road east from Nissus. The road turns sharply north just outside the town and passes a Sarnud cave. Then it veers northwest, and the cave should be in the hills south of the road, somewhere after a Sarnud but before the first northwest bridge.
So, as Shiaryu just read from her journal, the style with which these quests are described is typical Morrowind style, when you have these very detailed descriptions, because we don't have a magic pointer which is guiding us exactly to where we have to go. We have to get help. Oh, we are two. Hello everybody. This will be some playing, I promise. No construction set for today. I want to play for a while, and I was telling this mod. I think it's a great mod because you can get this quest when you visit the cities, and this quest are centered on the roads that are connecting the various cities in Vardenfell, so you can get them and do the quests while you explore caves, you combat with these bandits and so on. So you can just get all the quests and do them slowly while you explore, and I think that's a very good idea from this mod. And also it's a very scenic mod because there are these bandits and there are these I think there's some burned house and there are I think there's killed one from bandits, and we will see if we find some of these scenic things added by this mod. I like it very much. It's called Roads and Races. Let me check. Roads and Races. I think it has been reviewed by the um, darker guy video, I think. And I think we got all the quests. I think they are free quests. Free quests, yes. So don't know when it will happen, but sooner or later these quests will be done. And also we have some nice things here added by the Morrowind Children mod. Well, this is something I did for my personal enjoyment, but you have this very scenic thing for the children, and children are not here because it's raining, so they are scripted to... oh, and these are two bandits, so something like this. And I think I will have a hard time trying to keep... I've been distracted and they kill me, and I think they are from another mode but I'm not sure. It is probably the Moth House mode, which is adding bandits not very far from here. But I'm not sure. I just know that they are dangerous. They are attacking you even in Balmora. And well, if you are low level, it is better to run and seek for help by gods. Oh, and I have my first crash in a really long time. I hope I have no new problems, because I have been very good without crashes in the latest few hours which I spent with Morrowind. I think I had no more crashes since I changed that bed 3 mesh in still when we were playing in the mainland, and then no more crashes. This is the first one. It could be Balmora is particularly heavy because it's full of mods. Probably it's a place where I have more mods installed and interacting with the place. I think also in a normal game, Balmora is probably one of the places where more mods are working, and so it's very easy to have low frame rate, and so if you're going to have problems, this is one of the places where it's easier to have them, to trigger them, because it's a very popular city for modding, probably because it's at the beginning of the game, and it's geographically in the center, more or less in the center of the island. Oh well, we will take a look at these nice screenshots. I think I will try and load this quick save. Hopefully it will not crash. But never say never. So I was talking about the little change that I did to the door closing script, which is working coupled with the scheduling mode. And the change that I did is that now, in theory, the doors to the blade trainers should be always locked. No more if you are a member of the blades, but you can knock on the door, and the blade trainers should let you enter, even if it is night time and so the door is closed. But I still have to test this change and see if it works. Also because I usually don't train with trainers, so not something I use often. But for completeness, I think that's a good idea. Okay, so this quest. This quest. Okay, I think got all the possible quests from this man in Balmora. And now I just pay attention to these bandits trying to kill me. And I think it's better to save the game, because after a crash, better save. And we are in the Balmora temple. Let me check. So we are members of the mainland tribunal temple, so I think we must also ask to be a member here. They are separate. Because I'm not using the integration yet, I don't think I like particularly the standard Morrowind factions to be touched. So for now I keep them separated. Temple, can we join? Yes. And we have some duties obviously to do. And
I have joined the Tribunal Temple as a layman.
And we have the classic pilgrimage to do. The pilgrimage of the 7 graces. And we have some...
Feldrello Sadri gave me a copy of The Pilgrim's Path and asked me to make the pilgrimages of the 7 graces.
We have some kind of hint to start with this pilgrimage. The Fields of Kumu, the Shrine of Humility, which is in the lake. That should be not so far from here. West of Suran, from Lake Amaya, Towers Pelagiad, and we need to offer some muck. and I don't think we can advance, obviously.
Is there something I can do for you?
But maybe we can... let me check. Not much money. But this is a very useful spell you can buy. It's very cheap but useful because you can heal a companion. So I think we can just buy it.
Perhaps I can be of assistance.
And just looking at books. Oh, this seems a skill book. And a letter, one of the scenic letters added by some mods. Oh, and this is new for me because I never played this mod before. A mod is called To Serve Cities, and I think it's about joining some famous guild. So we have some kind of hint about a cave called Sanabi near Caldera. I don't know if we can take this thing safely. Oh, another skill book. Oh, and about books, I told once that I wanted to try some scripting to try and rotate the classic history of the Empire books, which if you use some kind of texture replacer really stands because they are positioned oftentimes in a reversed way, so if you use a texture you can read the reversed
What was that?
title of the book looking at the spine, and so I was trying to put the books in the correct position by scripting, but all in all it's not so easy to do because the correct position depends also from the room orientation. So after the first experiments I decided that that's too complicated for a result that can be obtained much easily just using a different texture replacer, which is not going to write words on the spine of the book, and so I just did it. I replaced the texture for that book, and that is now sort of solved in an easy way. Sometimes you look for things complicated, but there are simpler way to do the same things, so it's sort of try until you find.
Go ahead, Outlander. What do you need?
And one of the things I don't like much about the Morrowind Acoustic Overall plugin, which is setting the the sounds with on player when he's running and jumping, a different sound depending on what kind of boots or bare feet and so on, is that you cannot really set the volume of these sounds separated from the volume of all the other sound effects. So it's a little difficult to set it at a proper volume. But all in all, you can just disable it, and so you can use the standard sounds for walking and jumping and so on. It's another way. I think I will just do it. So you can see it's very simple. I should have it. There it is. It's this document, my config, and the PC sound. It is this one. Player foot sounds on, off. Now they are off, so I should have the standard sounds, which I can set from the usual footsteps sound here. Much better. Oh, a little too low. But you can enable or disable it anytime, so not
The freshest ingredients in
a
town.
real problem. We can buy ingredients, sell ingredients. Okay, so let's go. Oh, and I like very much this texture replacer with this
Is there something I can do for you?
new fresco. I think this is the game art. Is Vivek fighting with some of the monsters, which I don't remember the name. And we have do this. Oh, and I changed it a little, this dialogue, so when I ask for 7 graces, I have a script which is just telling me what are the shrine that I have still to visit that are nearby. So, for instance, it is suggesting me to go and do these pilgrimages. I think it's helped a lot, because you don't do all those pilgrimages at the starting of the game usually, but you do them when you go to these places all around Vanafa. So sometimes you forget about it, and this is a way to remember more easily that you still have to do those quests. And this is closed. Not more easy to steal everything. And I must pay attention now to those pesky bandits which are trying to kill Shiaryu.
What say you, Breton?
Oh, I have also some kind of small quest to do, I think. I heard that two Dunmer named Drelsrindo and Nellis Duro are fighting over the Lucky Lockup on who gets to drink there. So Lucky Lockup, and I think this is added from the... Oh! Any problems with Irene's improved weather? Not really. I also added a lot of options, I think, to that mod, because it is a mod very well done. I think I have that mod with also some integrations done by Jacobi, and I have added also other interesting effects, I think. I have also... let me see this. For instance, weather is adding weakness to shock when you're wet here. And the burden. But I think I added also some... I think I added Ash Stone decreased my myself. It could be that this thing has been fixed, but it depends. It should depend only on the script, because I think it is using raining effect, not a set script command, so it should work. If it is not some kind of problem with the spells effect, but I will take a look because I don't remember to have this problem. If the mod works with spell effect, usually it should not have this problem, but maybe. We could also take a look now. I promised to not touch the construction set during this playthrough, this streaming. So next time I open the construction set, I will take a look. But I did not notice this problem so far. Anyway, I was trying to go to the Lucky Lockup, I think.
Do I know you?
Let me check if we can join the Fighters Guild.
Oh. Come on then, say something or move on.
But I think the script should be adding spell effects to implement your penalties, because you can implement penalties or some improvement in your skill in basically two ways. You can use a magic effect, adding some kind of spell or curse or magic effect, or you can change directly with scripting commands the player's stats. And usually spells are more safe because they are added and removed automatically by the
Bloody
engine.
scamps, I could skin them all.
The scripting commands are more risky usually to damage player stats if they are not very well synchronized. And usually when you use the mod command, mod strength, mod something, it is safer than well, not really the mod something. When you have a command which is like mod current fatigue, mod current health, these are safe enough. When you use mod health, mod fatigue, these commands are changing the player statistics in a way that is not safe in my opinion. But using spells and curses and magical effect in general is always the safer way from what I see. So most mods that are adding penalties, temporary penalties, should be using magic effects, not direct scripting the changes to the player stats. I think that this mod should be using spells, but I will take a look because I really don't remember. Anyway, what I'm trying to do is see if our stats are good enough to join you. No, like I was expecting, we are too low level. And from here I want to look for this lucky lock-up place. Oh, we could also go and visit our friend Ravir here, because I think I have this thing to sell. And some money is always good to have.
Best prices, best selection.
Oh, and we have another message from the Southwall Corner Club. And another thing I want to show you is this is the Asimaestron Terrace mod, which I think is called, oh, I don't remember the name, but it is a mod which is making harder to steal things around, because some doors are closed, there are some guards or people added, I think, so you cannot just stay here and rob everything from these crates, because there are other people, and you cannot open this door and hide behind this wall to steal everything. You must stay here, and it is very likely that they will see you and call the guards, so not so easy. And it's a nice day. Actually, you need some kind of shoes. Sky diversity. I have used it a lot. I have helped. The author also developed it a lot and tested a lot, and it's a beautiful mod, but for me it had a couple of big problems. Problem one is I have this very long loading list, so my computer is already on its knees with this big list, and especially my graphic card is not so powerful. And so what happened with that mod is when the mod had to make these new textures on the fly, my PC was working with all my processor's cores, and my graphic card was I left that room as a level, but now it's possible. It's possible that there is a mod bug in that script that you are describing. It's perfectly possible, and it's also possible that there is some kind of interaction with other mods that are causing problems. This happens often, and well, if removing that mod solves the problem, that's good. I think it's the most important thing to find a way to solve the problem. Sometimes modes are simply incompatible each other, and if you don't find why, it's hard to fix the thing. You can just remove one mod. I think I will just try and go inside. Because I think this is one of the two
Friend.
mer fighting for the right to drink in this pub, in this tavern, and they are from the Quest of the Week mod, which I use a lot. Have you seen Drell's reader? He never shuts up. Always talking and talks about the stupidest things. And I think this English is really well, not perfect, but I like the mod very much because it is adding a lot of these small quests. I do run a lot of mods, but those two cities are so bad. Oh yes, this is very common.
I have agreed to help Nilis Duro to get hand-to-hand training from Hasfat and Tabilis.
Balmora and Vivek are probably the hardest on FPS because they are well, Vivek is big city and Balmora is the first city. Sneaking realism, I've tried some, but I think I have something added, like it's a little easier to sneak when it's dark, and when it's for instance fog weather. I have added this couple of effects. So I just not use some complicated mode for adding sneaking penalties. There are some mods around which are adding very elaborated, complicated rules for sneaking when you are near lights and so on, but they use I think MWE, an old scripting enhancer engine which I never really used because it was causing some problems at the time, so I never really used it very much. And also I don't think the Morrowind engine is very good with the sneaking, with this kind of playing. And regarding the frame rate, yes, NPCs are probably, in my opinion, the thing that is causing the worst effects, because it is not only that they have to be thrown, it's mostly the AI and the collision, especially routines in the game, that are really taking a lot of time when there are NPCs, because you must think that each and every NPCs has to calculate I think every 5 seconds the position of anything that can get a collision and the targets. So it's really taxing for the game. I think even more than big meshes and big cities, NPCs are really something that can slow down your frame rate. But they are so good because they make the world feel much more alive. So it's hard to choose if you want a good frame rate or. I personally, I can play with 15 frame per second and in Morrowind and have no problem, because it's not a game for me based on dynamic combat and things like this. So it's not a problem. I prefer having MCA or similar mode, adding NPCs around. But I know for people it may be a problem, because having a low frame rate and trying to do some dynamic combat is not good. And this is the mod by Simastrantares, I think. I don't know if this song is already in the mod or if I have added it. I have added some more tracks to the bards, but yes, they are playing. If your Balmora is modded, yes, I think 15 FPS is perfectly normal. It is more or less what I get, because if you have a heavily modded Balmora, it's not strange at all. Balmora is very nice if you mod it. Yes, the real problem with Morrowind is that you are always running on one CPU on one core, so it can really be taxing. I was telling you about the great mod about the sky effects. I don't remember the name of the mod, but I really tested a lot the mod that is changing the sky texture on the fly, generating all the textures. For me, the problem was that when the mod was calling the external program to generate all those textures on the fly, my PC was using all the processor cores, which it doesn't do normally when playing Morrowind, and my the noise coming from my PC was really distracting me while playing, so I did not keep the mod for a lot of time for this reason mainly. And oh, this one is really great. I love this this song. I find it in I think in some video, and I think I have also a version of this song done by four people. There are two girls and two guys, one playing bass and one playing the classical guitar. Yes, I have some nice music, and this one is really nice. I think it's Chrono Cross. Oh yes. And well, I think I don't know when it will play, because I have it in my music folder, but I know I have a version also with these two girls singing this song. They are singing live, I think, and they are very nice. It's not the original version, but it's a cover. And we have it played by Alteral, which is from Animated Morrowind. Animation by Archimaestro Antares. So, Nellis Duro, I can help you, or should I help your friend? And I don't know, maybe I have already told him yes. Maybe I must come back here. In the evening?
I was told that the Legion champion, Larius Vero, over at Fort Moon Moth, has sworn an oath to stop corruption, but the syndicates have got their people protected. To fulfill his oath, it seems like Vero may have to work outside the system.
Can I be of service? I am at your disposal.
Okay, I see no more those two bandits trying to kill Shiayu, luckily. Oh, and this is another great animation which I love by Archimaestro Antares. He's just playing with that knife. Oh, with Rebirth? No, Rebirth is my... I don't even try, because I think the philosophy of that mod is completely opposite to my way of seeing Morrowind. I think Morrowind should be a matching of mods, and it's impossible to keep with updated with that mod, because it is always updating, so you cannot do something depending on it. It is really hard to mod something compatible with that mod, because it is touching everything, and especially landscape, which is the worst thing to touch if you want to be compatible with other mods. So not something I don't even try to be compatible with the mod. It's impossible. It is hard to be compatible also with mods like big mods like Time of Rebuild, but not so hard, because they update more frequent, less frequently than Rebuild, I think. I think he's just it is a matter of choosing one thing. You do a mod, you do a mod which is a kind of mod which is touching everything, and you keep the mod up to date, and you try to make it better and better. It is not something bad. It is just that it is hard to make it work with other mods. The way to make it worked with other mods is to include other mods by the author of the mod. That's the one way that can work, and more or less I think he's trying to do something like this. So he's including things that he thinks are good, and that's a way to have the mod compatible, because it's hard for other people to be compatible with such a big mod. Anyway, I think like the work by I don't remember the name, Ornicopter people who did the Morrowind graphic overhaul. This kind of modes of compilations are good, because people start using a mod in Morrowind this way, in an easy way, with a single big installation, simple to do, with a single big mod, adding a lot of things, and so then they can learn how to do a personal modding list, but they start with something good, with something big, and I think that's good. Just don't expect that these big things to be compatible with everything else. Yes, that's what I think. It's good for people starting, because you get the idea of what you can have, and then when you are a little more experienced with the game, if you like it, then you can try and add mods by yourself. You can do a different installation, a different Morrowind folder, and then start adding mods by yourself. But you have already the idea of what can be done, and so it's easier compared to starting from scratch from vanilla Morrowind and adding things with no real idea of what kind of mods and what can you do and what is impossible to do. And really I like how it's looking, but more I think it's really another city with all these trees and all these mods. But I really don't remember what I was going to do. I think oh, I could go to the fort. Let me check the quest. Or I could just go and visit. Sidanin, for instance, and start the main quest. I think I will do this.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price. Where would you like to go?
And this is one NPC on the Rift Tower, Rift Town mod, which is a small city mod. But I think I will take the Strider and go to Sidanin if possible. It's not a mod, it is standard console behavior. You have just to click the thing that you want to have displayed in the game console. So for instance, I can open the console and then click and I have clicked the Strider. Oh yes, this is Diablo music. Not really the original music, it is done by well, I think if you're modding this game from a lot of years, you learn more or less these things. And I'm doing this from a lot of years, so I have I know them very well. I don't need to look for things mostly, but these are things that a lot of people know. Anyway, it's simple. You can just open the console, you click the thing, and when you see the identifier here in the top console, it means that you are working with that thing. So you can use command, and commands are referring to, for instance, the Strider. So I can sometimes I can know what is the mod adding this thing. In this case, I cannot get this information because The strider is adding by a script, so it's not really there in game from the start. But if you click something else, like let me see if I'm able to do it, this rock, and I use the same command, while I cannot write it for some reason. Oh, let me check again. That's because I have a window open, maybe. Oh, okay. So let's try with this rock. You can see this rock is there in the construction set, not something it is added by a script, so I can find from where it comes here in the console. But it doesn't work with everything, because if something is placed by script or by level at least, it is placed in the game on the fly, so you cannot know. Yes, it's pretty helpful, but it doesn't work with everything. For static things it works very well. It's the first thing you should do if you are looking for some conflict for some information about something. It's easy to try this command. Sometimes you can get from what mode the object is coming. Not every time, but often you can find this information. Raining again. We should be nearly at Sidanin Strider Port. Yes, water is very deep, but luckily striders are very tall. Well, I think it's not without fault. It's good travel mechanic, but I think the thing is Bethesda did did invent something so weird, so iconic, so particular, so beautiful, like this giant insect used for traveling, and then you cannot really use them, you cannot ride them for good. And this is something that really you see them and think, wow, I want to travel, I want to use them. And this is a dream that I think several people had with this game. And Fligerty started working on this mod a lot of time ago, and he did some progress, I remember, but I think it was using a technique that could not be able to finish the mod, because he was using EI commands to move the strider, and that means that you have to test and tweak each and every single point, and when the 2 points you have to reach are between cells, you have a lot of problems, because the EI doesn't work well between different cells, and then you have to place all these points in a 3D way, because the EI doesn't work well when there are elevation differences, and so a lot of problems that, in my opinion, was not allowing to finish the mod, because the routes are a lot, and so I had this idea to do something simpler and just move the strider by script between two certain points, and using just not using the vertical coordinates at all to define the points, but use the collision like a way to make the strider move in a vertical way. So this way I have been able to simplify the information needed to make the strider routes and to include them in scripts. And even doing something like this, it's been a walk with I don't know if I could try again doing something like this, because it was really something a little mad, because there are thousands and thousands of waypoints to do this kind of mode, and not something I would try again to really. And now that I know how much time it takes, but I think this dream to do something like this started by Fligerty, and which I found a way to finish. I think it is something that a lot of Morrowind players had, because you see these things, these giant striders, and you immediately think, why I want to ride them. Oh, well, I've seen something like this recently in a video for Skyrim. There's a small strider animation. It's funny because it is a sexy walking strider animation. In Oblivion, I don't know, probably it could be done, but I don't know. I think Oblivion is not really right place where to place Striders. It could be good with some Morrowind mod, some recreation of Morrowind using the Oblivion engine, if they are able to do it. There are already mods doing this. Exactly, the Skyrim model is too small. Probably they should make it a little bigger, but that's usually not a problem. I don't know how it could be done in Skyrim, because in theory you could be able to do something like this, but it's a completely different way. It is a real animation which works, I think, really. It is like glued. It's the same animation that player is using, so it's very different. I think it should be easier in theory to do something like this with a more powerful animation engine, but so far I did not see something like this really in game. I've seen a very good video about moving Striders that was spectacular a while ago for Skyrim engine, but never seen a mod actually finishing that kind of implementation. So maybe it's not so easy to do, but we will see. And we are finally in Sydney. I think I must talk. Oh, and this is a nice board, notice board. Oh, we have some messages. Oh, it is from the broadsheets and notice boards mod. Another scenic mod adding this message boards in a lot of places around Wadafel. Sadly, it's not finished. So there are boards in some places, but no messages. But the mod idea is really great. And I hope someone will finish it sometime. But there are these small quests to do on this. It's a sort of mod like the one by Cliff Worms, adding notes. Oh, this is a quest. Oh, no, it's an advice. Maybe this is a quest. No? I think there was some quest. Oh, here it is. A request for some crab meat, a small quest, but something you can do at low level.
I've found a note on the Sidani notice board. Indral Rathrayan is apparently in need of 5 portions of crab meat.
But we are finally here in Sydney, talking with Cellus Gravius. We had to do a long way to reach this place from the mainland to Sydney, but finally we can talk.
My orders are to go to the town of Balmora in Vardenfell district and report to a man named Caius Cosadas. To find out where he lives, I should ask in Balmora at the corner club called South Wall. When I find Caius Cosadas, I must give him a package of documents, and wait for further orders.
And so we can ask the usual things. The new things is this profession topic, which is added by the mod, I think. I don't remember, I think I have both mods matched. Races are more fun, and don't remember, signs are more fun, something like this, but it is adding some new powers and magic that you can have depending on your preferred way to decide your profession. And I think I will just use this spellcaster option. There are many options and many interesting way you could choose to develop your profession. Oh yes, that's the one, but sign are more fun. And I think this mod is just a little too powerful at low level, but it's a very nice mod, so I think after 2 or 3 level up it's not so unbalanced, and it's adding a nice set of possibilities. And I think I will choose well, let's see, because I don't really remember all the options. This one. So we have frost shields, nice summon. I think I will choose something else, but still related to magic. So, for instance, a mage. So we have constant abilities, a good multiplier for magic, and spell absorptions, alteration, and 5. I think I will get this one because it's really adding a lot of good things for a mage.
Captain Gravius at the Census and Excise Office in Sedanin saw that the few possessions I was carrying before my arrest were returned to me. I never thought I'd see that stuff again, but I'm sure all of it will come in handy now that I'm free.
And so we have also some nice scrolls and a robe and some Storm Magica.
The captain of the Imperial Fort at Pelagiad seeks an able scout for a mission. It has something to do about the moat house.
And we have also a new quest about this moat house mod, which I like very much. The problem
Any
is
time now.
It's
What was that?
in the area of the lake near Pelagiad, so it's conflicting with a couple mods. And well, I solved this thing merging the mods, so And this is also a way, a good way to manage mods, because sometimes you have to choose what mods I can manage now that I need more slots free. Well, if some mods are conflicting each other, it may be a good way to fix the problem and to spare some slots to merge them, because if you merge them in a proper order and this is solving the problem, you also will spare some modding slot, which is always good if you start adding mods, because slots are consumed real fast. And we have our friend here. He's not very happy. He's friend with the Seal Strider operator. And we have the usual things, but I don't know if I can take all these things now that is, yeah, probably not safe. And we have this guard and a cell added by the Go to Jail mod. And here, I think, sorry guard, can you move? Thank you. This is another very good thing. It is the portable container mod by CDC, and this is one mod which I use very often because they are portable containers and they are pretty useful. And we have, oh, another mod here, a treasure map with a haunted tomb, a map by some Orlak. It's not far from Sidanin. Must be some kind of pirate. And a tomb key. Oh yes, container mods are great. If you play with some realism, some penalty mods, they are great. And this one is good. It has a couple of quirks because it's still using the way to start the container is you have to move the player by script at least one time each time you reload the game. You have to move the player in the cell where the real container is, so you have this short seconds of blackout. While I think Renton 7 in his container mod, in his recent containers mod, is doing the reverse, is moving the container from the container cell to the place where the player is, so this thing is faster and you don't really notice it. It's way better. And also the container mod by Renton 7 is you have the option to add the weight of what you add to the container, and this is great because if you want you can add some more than 0 value and you have the weight added. Personally, I use I think something like 0.75, I think, like a multiplier for the weight. So for instance, I have something that out of the container has a weight of 4. When I put it in the container, it has a weight of 3. So it's like packing things in your container. A small advantage for the perceived weight, but not so really cheating like having no weight at all. And I think there's a version of the mod by CDC which has been tweaked by some other modder, I don't remember the name, but that is also adding the weight of things to the container, like the mod by Greaten7, but I don't remember now exactly the name of the version. Anyway, this mod is really good. The real plus which this containers mod by CDC has compared to the one by Greaten7, in my opinion, is that you have no limitation on what you can put inside containers. So you can put containers inside containers, and for instance, and it works perfectly. While the one by Greaten7, you cannot do it. If you put the wrong thing inside the wrong container, it starts harassing you with messages, it will block you, add the way to you, you cannot move, you can't do anything. While you have this thing in the wrong container, you must find the wrong thing you added to the container, and you must remove it from there, or you cannot do anything. It's something technical, probably, because to avoid problems with the mod, but it is implemented in a way that is really punishing you if you don't do it immediately. So it takes some time to be yeah but it works this way. And you know, modders sometimes have this they laugh just thinking at people using using the mods, and no, I think that there is a good reason for this thing. It's to disallow the player to do things risky that can damage what they have in inventory, or damage properties of the things that they are moving around, like changing the charges of a magic things and so on. There are reasons why Greaten7 did the things this way, but it's really when you do something wrong, you really understand that you must fix, because you cannot do anything else until you fix this wrong thing that you have put in the wrong container. While the mod by CDC is older and how can I say it, more forgiving if you put things inside. And also, one thing that I like a lot about this mod by CDC is that is adding these icons that you can use to move things. They're very nice to use, very easy to understand, and instead of a different menu, and I think it's a good way. It probably is much slower than the way Greaten7 used in his mod, but it's really easy to understand how these things work. So both mods have, in my opinion, some very good, very strong points, and some other points that are not so great. So using both, I think you can really appreciate them, and I play with both. So for now I will just start these containers by CDC. Now they are free to take here in Sydney. And something I changed also recently in the necessities of Morrowind mod is that you can also take the bedroll, I think. Oh, not this one. This one I did not change. This one is particular probably because it's the starting bedroll in Sydney. And we can also steal. But I know I did this for the necessities bedroll, so I should be able to do it. Or maybe I did fix a mistake in the script and disabled one of the options. Maybe I will take a look at it. And these are all closed. And do not forgive about taking a look at the script. I think I will just take a note. And this is an important feature by the game console that not a lot of people know, and that could be very, very helpful while reporting errors to modders. If you are a player and want to help a modder fixing a mod, the best way you can do it is when you find a problem, you can learn to use this console command, which is called BC, beta comment. You can click the thing that is causing the problem, and when you see it in the game console header, you can just write BC and write your comment, like this bedroll does not work, for instance, and then you press enter, and what the console is doing is writing in a text file that you can set in your Morrowind.ini file, is writing this message with automatically the identifier you are clicked, the coordinates, the cell name, all the information which is very useful to fix the problem. Also you can look at this text file and send that text to the modder and help the modder fix the mod in a very precise way. This is really cool, but not many people know this. Let me show you. I have called this file beta comment txt, and if I open it, the last line is just what I've just written in the game console. This bedroll does not work, and as you can see, I have in this line I have the mode where the bedroll is defined originally. I have the name of the object, I have the cell name, I have the coordinates, I have all this precious information to debug the mod. And you can just copy this information and paste in a message where you want it, in your forum, in your chat, in your email to the modder, and the modder will have this information. This is really helpful, and I think this is also explained very well in the thumbnail rebuild site when they teach how to give reports about errors. But I know for experience that a very few mod users are doing this, because it is still something that people don't really know. Anyway, that's very useful. Also because when you play, you tend to find more than one problem, and it's not good to stop playing, to try and fix things, or to take note. So with this command you can just take 1, 2, 3, 4, 10 notes and forget about it. When you have time, you can just open your construction set and look at all these notes and fix things in batch without having to remember what you found 1 week before. So it's very useful command and good to know. So let's go and see if we have anything else to do here. And we have Socucius Argala. But I think we have most of the things done for now here at the census office. And we have another nice animation by Archimaestro Antares. And no, I will not try to steal this because... Oh, and here is my solution for the problem of the misplaced brief history of the Empire books. Just a simple retexture, so no writing on the spine of the book, and problem solved. Sometimes simple things are better. Nothing interesting. Okay, I think for now we can go because it's hard to steal things with the Vodonius here. So for now, I think also we have nothing more to say to the captain here. Talked about everything. Right. Oh, sorry. Ooh, this thing is interesting.
Let's hear it.
I'm using this mod, which is automatically adding adding the bow on the back, but this is removing my shirt, so must find a way to cover the Guashiaryu. Oh, what's happened? What movie? And we have Fagot. I really like this red texture of Fagot. It is mostly a nice little man. Oh, and he's looking for his ring, which we just found, so you will just...
I have met a Bosmer named Fargoth who claims the Imperials have stolen a ring of his. He would like it back.
We'll just give the ring. And this is good for two reasons, because Shiaryu is essentially a chaotic good character, and also because this way we have a nice...
I have returned the engraved ring of healing to Fargoth. He was overjoyed to have it back, and promised to mention my name to the trader here in town, Aril.
So I think all in all, it is really better to give back the ring and have Fagot talk about Shiaryu with his friend Aril, because we will probably have to buy several things from Aril, so it is good to have Aril liking Shiaryu much. So no, I think we don't have a lot of things to talk about. Well, I have this small program that I have written, which is running in the background. So when the journal text file is changing, it is reading the text, the edit text. It's not really something complicated, and this is when I'm playing. Every I think 5 or 7 seconds I check for changes in the file, and then Shiaryu is reading the latest journal edition. And at the start of the playthrough, usually I just use this I think this one. This speech. There are many programs that can read some text.
21 Last Seed, Day 6.
And
I
so
heard that 2 Dunmer named...
I use this one at the start of the streaming, and just read the latest things down, just to have an introduction to what has been done recently, and then I don't use this anymore. It's this small program in the background which is reading the journal from this voice. And I think I started this to try and feel the streaming, because I think I'm not very good with English, so the more read by some different voice, the better. But really, I'm just using when I play normally this tool because I'm I'm used to it, and I think the voice is very good for my Breton female character. Yes, Windows usually has a couple of good standard voices you can use. It's not really hard to write a small program to do this. There are simple enough interfaces, programming interfaces to write a small program like this. Or I could release this small program I've written, but it's using that particular voice, so I don't think it could work with every other possible computer. So that's talking Morrowind is a much more powerful project because it is made to read every single dialogue entry with different voices depending on the character, race and sex and so on. But I tried it but never really used it because it's hard to find proper voices for each race and male, females. I think maybe with if you have the voice files in some way, or a very good synthetic voice program with a lot of different voices and every voice is with good quality, maybe it may be worth using it, but I didn't find such free voices around, so I don't think it's really good. I prefer something simpler with just one voice, the voice for the player, reading just the journal, and this way I think it's a good compromise. But I think that Russian people who did the mod also did a lot of voices specifically for the mod, and so I think that's being used a lot. It's a very powerful tool. The one thing maybe it's not really these programs are always using some sort of tricks to be able to how can I say it, to enter inside the engine and work with the engine. So most of the times they are detected like possible viruses and bad programs by antivirus and so on. Also, if you add to this that people doing this are Russians, which oftentimes released some software which is not really legal, I think this mod has not been used a lot also for this reason, because there were antivirus that giving warnings about this program and so on. I don't think really it has something like this, because I've seen also release some different versions which were not giving this error, so but that could be a reason why not many people really used this tool. And if you think about it, tools like also the Morrowind code patch had a couple of these false alarms, because that's the nature of this kind of software, which is going to going inside how the game works to be able to do something. So sometimes these scanning programs thinks that there are views false positives. Yes, but it's hard to if this thing happens and the modder who is doing this work is not very popular and one person who you can trust because it has already worked for Morrowind for years, like Chan, it's hard that people feel using something that is giving, for instance, the program I'm using to quick save automatically while I'm playing was giving these false alarms, in my opinion, and so many people probably did not use it for this reason. But it's a great program because it just works as expected and never gave me any problems so far. So I think let me check if I can find it. Quick save, something like this, auto save. Oh, here it is. I have even unpacked it because it's done with the AutoIt program. But this one, and I think it's the best program I found so far to do this thing, automatically saving every few minutes and then renaming the quick saves automatically. And there are I think 2 or 3 similar programs available, but this one is simple and it works very well. But it was giving some false alarms with some antivirus, so I think that's the reason why it's not really used so much. Anyway, let me remove these things because I think this one is no more needed. Okay. And so we have Fargot happy. And I think we can just go and talk with his friend. Oh. Errol, are you brother? The brother of Ariel? What? Oh, sorry. I didn't hear you coming. It's my cousin. Oh, he's the cousin of Ariel. Okay, so he's gone off his head over a woman, Val Ninja, and I'm terribly worried for him. And I asked her around. It seems she is not only some sort of enchantress, more ways than one, but quite a rover. She has a house nearby, and one in Suran, and Ebonheart, and all over. Frankly, Ariel would be better off courting a Khajiit than this Altmer woman, if you ask me. And so we are introduced to this mod called Vanilla. I think you can find the review of the mod done by Darkaf Guy as usual. I like this mod because it is adding this strange sort of houses all around. And I don't want to spoil it, but take a look at the mod. It's an interesting mod. And we are at a real trade house. And talk with the nice lady here. Is this your first visit to Sidanin? Oh yes, I only lately arrived in Vodafone. Okay, so why not? We can tell her the truth. Not really planned anything. We don't love foreigners. Okay. Someone... we have some kind of gossip here. Oh, tragedy has visited so many. In drill, husband was murdered. And I think some of this dialogue is from the less generic NPCs mods. Oh, vampires in Sidanin. No generic talk. So can we admire her? Not much.
I'm waiting.
So Elon should be a scout, I think. Oh yes, she can give information about a lot of places. But nothing really useful now. And we have this NPC from MCA, I think. Maybe not. And if you want to know if some NPCs is from MCA, it's very easy. And just open the console, click the NPC, and if it starts with this string underscore MCA, it is from the MCA mod. And we have this orc here. Oh. Found a treasure.
I have met an orc named Gunlog Gross Balnoth in Aril's trade house, and he wants me to recover a scroll that mentioned a treasure. He lost it in a place called Abisanpulu. He does not know where it is since he blacked out a lot when he was looking for it. He only recalls having the scroll in Abisanpulu, then waking up on the side of the road near Sidanin. I should ask around in Sidanin.
So this is from the Quest of the Week mod. This is the thing, the prefix you use when you do some mod is one of the most important thing that a modder can do to make good mods, because you must always think that your mod is not going to be unique. Your mod must work with a lot of other mods, and if your identifier is not unique, there are going to be serious problems. So you have to find a unique name, a unique identifier for your things, and the best way, the simple way to do this is to use your prefix before everything. And in this way you have unique identifiers for solving conflicts with other mods, and it's easier for everybody to find information about your mod. It is easier for you while you are modding, finding your things, and it is easier for other people to find from where the thing is coming. It's easier for other people to tell you when something is not working, because they see your sign on that identifier. It's really important. So most of the modders which have a little experience use something like this. We have this quest of this nice orc, but he's not telling anything more, it seems. No. So we must find this place. Maybe asking around.
What was that? It just stood there, holding its tail and whispering.
And we have
What did it say?
another scenic note for the trade house. And people drinking. Uh-oh. What happened? Shiaryu has just been robbed by that
Yes?
thief
Outlander, what do you want?
on a commoner disguise. And this is a very nice mod by Akimaestro and Teles, which is called Pickpockets. Good day, Breton. Oh, let's talk about this place. I don't know where that is. Oh, okay, so latest rumors. Let's talk with my friend.
I could kill
Ariel.
that guar. Those boots are ruined. See something you like?
Oh, let's see. Welcome to our real trade house. If you want a little advice, why not? Oh, Elon, the red guy, already talked with her. She is very self-reliant. And so we have a lot of nice dialogue added by the less generic NPCs mod. But I'm curious about this mine. I think it's a mine. Can I click it?
Someone told me that
Oh.
Abisanpulu is a egg mine southeast of Sidanin. I just have to go down the road southeast of here, and once I hit a fork on the road, keep going southeast and I will see the egg mine along the hills to the left of the road.
And so talking with Ariel, which is very how can I say it? It is Vargot probably told him that we found the ring for him, and so he's really nice with Shiaryu, telling about this Abisanpulu egg mine, and maybe also about other things. Oh, let's talk about this girl. Oh, you've spoken to Erol, have you? I don't care what he says. Val Ninja is the most beautiful woman I ever seen. Oh, she's in love with her. If you're heading to Loud, please stop by her house. It's close to the saddle, off the right of the road. So she should have some kind of houses in near Sydney and Laod halfway, and in near Ibonart and near Suran. So let's talk about this girl, and finally we can barter, hopefully, and I think he can have some nice things to buy. And one important thing is this skin for to use it with necessities of Morrowind, to get some water, and also these sacks from the CDC containers mod. These sacks are not portable. They are you can place them once and then they are fixed, but they are very nice to have because they can contain anything, and then you have those icons which you can use to move things, to filter things and move them between the container and the player inventory, so they are very nice to have. You can take them and keep your own inventory, and when you find a good place to put them, they are very useful. So I will just buy the big one. I have already the food satchels, so I don't need to buy another one. And could buy this basic cooking book, but I think I could have better things to buy first. So I have already a good bow. I think I will just sell the dagger, maybe. I will sell this robe, I don't need. I have some money to spend. This could be useful. I will buy one. And let's see what spells. Let me check my spell. So we have Firebolt. I have several spells. I think I could use some different elemental effect. So Spark and Frostbite. And maybe sell something like Stagger. this shot. And for now I think, oh, I will sell also this water bottle because I have the skin now, so don't need this one. Oh, and mercantile skill increased. And we have a nice NPC.
I don't have a lot of patience for
companion
questions.
from MCA, I think, but probably not going to travel with us. There is a big difference in level, so you need to be level 5 at least for this NPC to travel with you. Oh, let's talk about bitter cost. And we have Mr. Whisker Flatfoot. He's in need to recover some gold. That's right. I like you to find Fargoth's hiding place. I know the little fetcher's got one somewhere in town. And
Briskar Flatfoot asked me to do him a favor. He believes that Fargoth has been hiding money from the Imperials, and he'd like to know where it's gone. If I will work for him, he will give me a share of the bounty.
And I think I'll just say no thanks for now. Because I don't remember if I added a mod making a variant to this quest.
I've decided against
You
helping
want something,
Briskar.
friend?
He has been harassing people enough. Maybe I could tell Fargoth about it.
Or if I did add this different possibility to the standard quest, maybe the second option. But it is some way to do the quest in a different way, because when you have done the normal quest hiding.
What is this regarding, Breton?
Hiding in the night, waiting for Fargoth to make his walk. Well, after a while, it becomes the same thing, and so it's a long thing. I did just have this added. No, I think most advanced companions for Morrowind actually already are implementing this thing, more or less. For sure, a latest version of Julang has something like this. And I started implementing this thing, something like this, and added to most of my companion that I'm tweaking. So all my MCA changed companions have this thing. Usually they collapse for a while. Instead, yes, they can still die, but it's much harder to kill them. I think it's good if they are very hard to kill. not completely unkillable, but hard, very hard to kill. And if you can have them collapsing for a while, they cannot really help you. But still they are not so hard to manage, because if they never die, they are sort of like a cheat. It's too easy to have them, but if they die so easily, you have to babysit them. You have already to babysit them often, because they can't find the right way to follow you. So if you have also to babysit them, so they don't get killed when you are high level and you have high level enemies, well, it's not, they are not no more good. So I think a compromise when the companion is very hard to kill, but can be incapacitated, can be can go down for a while. It's not bad in Morrowind, because it is allowing you to play with the companion for a lot of time without the companion being some kind of burden for you. And I think Julang has something like this implemented. Maybe there's a global variable to enable this. I don't remember, something like this probably, but there must be something like this in Julang. And personally, I have all my companions scripted to do something like this, because I find that when player is no more low level, it really works better. And you can actually script like this. There are some commands in the scripting
Those boots are
you can do this. It's not really difficult to do. Okay, so let's go. We can talk with Elon. See if she has anything new to say. But for now, I don't think I have a... I maybe have some kind of patch around. When I added the script, changed the script to be able to have MCA companion travel in real time with my traveling mods. Probably there's also this change included in the script. So probably if you find that patch to enable them to travel in real time with the player, there may be also this change to the script to have them not die but collapse. I think that there should be something like this. I don't remember when or where I did the release. It could be still in my site, but if you find the patch for the real-time traveling, there should be also included this change to the script. Yes, that should be the one. I'm still using the 7 version, but more or less the script should be the same. And we have this empty shack with A skill book. Not much. So I don't know, I could explore and look at that mine. Okay, found it. I hope it works well, because I didn't really test that version of the mod much, because I'm using the previous version of MCA, but it should work.
Can I help you?
Oh, you want to help? So, do you like toys and candies? I'm sure you're right, because at the moment I have no candies to give you, but I will come back with candies. You are so nice. And we have other children here playing. He's running away. And what I'm trying to do is to find this egg mine for that orc. Can also talk with the lady here.
We make a special trip just for you. Same low price.
So your friend Bodonius Nukius talked me about how she's going in a lot of places. So let's talk about Real and Bodonius. Oh yes.
Darby Blaren mentioned that she didn't think Vajunius Nukius was happy here.
Oh, so let's see if we can find this mine. Oh, stamina low. Oh, I could have bought some shoes probably. Let me do one thing. So I can see better. Okay. Oh, and over there you can see something that I consider a natural extension to Sidanin. It's a great mod by Jog, I don't know how to, probably Jog is the correct spelling. It's a very famous modder who did also auto work for Oblivion. I don't know for Skyrim, but for Oblivion. He's mostly doing thieving mods, but not only. And this one is a great mod with this small village near Sidanin with a lot of quests, and we will see it. And also he did the Booty Island mod, and I don't remember the name of the other famous mod. Oh, what's there? A doggy and a dead strider. Loot randomizer. Well, it's an interesting concept, and I think Greater 7 and I don't remember who is the author of most of the mod. I know Greater 7 did help with the script, but I don't remember actually who did the mod. I think that they did a good work implementing something without using level list, because it was needing some good scripting to do something like this. I'm not sure I really use the mod, because maybe I'm not sure, maybe the mod has been updated, but I think it was not also changing the descriptions of these artifacts. And so you have probably books that say that some artifacts is in some place and then you find it in another place. I don't know if the mod is so current. Maybe this thing has been done, and so the mod is already how can I say, current. So yes, it could be a good thing, but personally I don't have this problem, because yes, I remember very well a couple of places where artifacts are, but not every one of them. So some of them are still something I discover. I have 3 or 4 artifacts which I always use, and I always know where they are. Maybe this is cheating, but I think there are different things, a lot of things that you can do for cheating, and I have a lot of modes, setting, making the game more difficult already, so I don't feel the need to have artifacts moved around. I think a mod adding interesting artifacts or nice things, if they are not already in the game, or they are not too much powerful, is always a good mod. So for instance, things related to Daedric princes which are not already present, things like for instance the mod adding the Wabbajack and things like this, I like more, because are things that are not present yet. But for people who find annoying knowing already where things are, this could be really a great mod. And I think it has been done in a very good way, writing some good scripts and placing things in a good way, so probably it's a good mod. And we have this. Is this Cliff Racer? I think I will just try to dispose of these things. This thing. Okay, so I can talk with this spot doggy. Oh, command ring has been added. So I can command. Can you follow? Let's go, boy. He's some kind of wolf. And? Oh. Dead body. Another common ring. Oh, maybe he's the the owner of the dog. And here is a note. For whoever finds my body, damn cliff racers got me. Tangled with them afar without no problems, but they give me a sickness this time. Sicker than all get out, and I fear my time has come. If you're reading this note, I know my old wolf will still be by my side. He'll stay till he starves, lest somebody else takes him. And so... the command ring. Jimmer. P.S. I have learned him a few tricks. Just give him a piece of rat meat and he will obey you. And so we have this poor mare, which died from the injuries due to a cliff racer attack, and his domesticated wolfie is now alone. We can take care of him. Hopefully he will be helpful. And this is a great mod by Grumpy and Emma probably, but most of the work I think done by Grumpy. And it's a great way to remember this great modder, which is no more playing with us, but it is still with us with these great mods. And I think to be technical, this Wolfie is a little powerful for a level 1 player, but it's a great pet to have, and he's also very helpful if you are playing with our settings at the beginning. And so it is nice to have Spotty around. So we will take him and look for this egg mine for our orc friend. Should be not far from here. Oh, and over there we can see Castle Livernout and the coast of the mainland. And this should be the egg mine we are looking for. Oh, what's that? And we have a farmer walker. Scroll to knowledge breath. Summaries.
I have found the scroll outside of Abyss and Pulu egg mine. I should return to Gunlog Gross Balnoth.
Okay, so we found this message. Now we can go back. And this wasp is maybe following. I have to walk a little every now and then to gain back my stamina. Let me check these signs. I don't know if he's still modding very often Morrowind. I think he did not really never quit, so hopefully he's still working on his mods, but I think he does very slow and very complete work, so he does a lot of variants when he does his texturing, so his mods take a lot of years to be completed, and I think he's doing this big sum of these texturing works from years, so maybe he's working on them, but it is one of those modders which can disappear for years before releasing something else, so hopefully he's still working on Morrowind from time to time, but it may be that for a while he's not releasing anything, so let's hope he's still working on it. But it is not strange if you don't see released by him for some years, because that's how he may prefer to work. Some others don't like to do big alpha release, or how can I say it? They like to release things when they have done them without pressure, and so I think he's one of them. And yes, I just love his texturing work, and hopes that he will release all the things that he was working on and that are not yet complete. But I don't think he's working for other games, because I think he just loves Morrowind. So if he is modding for some game, probably he's still modding Morrowind. And this is my try to make this texture a little more detailed, but well, maybe it's a little better than the original low resolution textures, but you cannot do miracles with that kind of automatic waifu programs. They are good, but oh well, it depends. Yes, but also other games. I remember I was a great fan of mods by I don't remember the mod author, but for Skyrim there was a series of mods for needs, eating needs, and something like necessities of Morrowind, but very realistic, with calculating the real energy of each and every single food. It was a mod fantastic, really done with a level of detail, and that modder worked on it for years, then stopped working and then released. So I think some modders and some mods just work. Probably something like this. I don't remember, but I used it a lot, and that modder could stay a couple of years without releasing any update, and it did not matter because people who know the mod, they knew the quality and they were going to use it anyway, so I think it's not really something that you must do to release often. It depends on the mod. Maybe some kind of mods are more needing this. I don't know, maybe graphic mods or mods where there are a lot of people doing more or less the same things, like some kind of companion mods or mods increasing character beauty. There are a lot of people doing more or less similar things. Mods for improving eyes quality, for instance. There are a lot of people trying to do the same thing. So you may feel like if you don't release an update, other people will do, and so on. It's natural, but it depends on the mod. There are some kind of mods that cannot. I just think about. I released the one and the only mod for Skyrim, which is adding something apparently very simple, making fire hard. A mod like this for Morrowind has been done after a few months from Morrowind release. In Skyrim, this thing is is quite difficult to do. So it seems a paradox, but I did this mod a lot of years ago. It is probably my most downloaded mod, but there are no alternatives still nowadays. Nobody did something like that, because simply some things are reserved for few people liking it, and so no modder think that it is worth doing, or simply are not easy to do with the Skyrim engine, so nobody do it. I don't know. But for instance, there are mods like this that some people would really use, because I have people asking for porting this to second edition, and I say, well, it works already with second edition. It's a very simple mod. It's a matter of copying one file and it works. No need to change it. I mean, but nobody is doing something like this. So there are mods that can keep working without updates for years and years. And I think I will just go back and talk with this orc and probably stop here, because I've talked a lot about modding and played a little less, but my voice is still going away, so let's talk with our friends here. And I have found a note about a treasure. Oh, you found?
Gunlock Grossbalnoth gave me 50 drakes for finding the scroll, and will also give me 50 more if I can find out where the treasure is.
Okay, so we found this note and he's asking to find these pearls. Yes, I need a break, so I will stop here. We have this quest started, and maybe next time we will look
Kill that orc.
for the
Those
spells.
beasts are ruined.
And thanks everybody to having followed this talk about modding and mods, because it's always interesting, I think. And I think this is a good compromise between playing the game and talking about mods without being too annoying. I'm still talking about interesting things that other people, pure playing is better done by other people. We love just talk about mods. Okay people, thanks for watching and see you next time.